Start your road to Pinehurst today by visiting amateurplayerstour.com to join the fastest growing amateur tour on the continent and the only tour that was created by the players and for the players. Looking for a place to test your golf game against fellow amateurs with similar skills and the same passion for the game? Whether you are a weekend warrior with a competitive fire or an elite amateur looking for opportunities to hone your tournament performance, the Amateur Players Tour has a home for you. Go to amateurplayerstour.com today to join the only AM tour on the continent created by the players and for the players. At the dawn of a new golf season, there is a fresh new face in the game, sweeping the continent with absolute excitement, a grassroots movement determined to elevate the player experience. The Amateur Players Tour has become the fastest growing amateur golf society in North America. With 35 local chapters across the United States and Canada, each locally owned and operated by people you know and trust, the APT provides unparalleled input and influence by its members. With more than 500 events already scheduled and more to come, along with exclusive membership benefits from partnerships forged with elite national brands and one-of-a-kind all-inclusive experiences not available with any other AM tour on the continent, the Amateur Players Tour is changing the game. Amazing national majors hosted by some of the finest venues in the land at prime times of the season will provide APT members with opportunities to experience the best courses in the best possible playing conditions. And there could be no better site to crown our first North American champions than the cradle of American golf at Pinehurst Resort and the venerable Pinehurst No. 2. Whether you're an aspiring elite amateur or a high handicapper with a passion for the game, players of all abilities, seniors and ladies alike, have a home with the APT. Go to www.amateurplayerstour.com today to join the only amateur golf tour on the continent that was created by the players and for the players.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to APT Live tonight. Matt with the APT. I'm here with Mayor Phil Van Giersdalen from Charlotte. How are you doing tonight, Phil?
I am doing great, Matt. How are you?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. You know, the anticipation. We get to finally start talking about the 2022 season. Jody's not here. I get to break the announcement. We don't have to fight over it this year, at least tonight, on who gets to say what. But I've got to say, watching that last video, looking at that video of Pinehurst, I kind of got some chills thinking about crowning our 5 North American champions in October at that hollowed piece of property. What do you think?
It's going to be exciting. Absolutely. You know, we're going to have a great event out there. Lots of great people that we're going to meet up for the first time. A lot of us coming from different chapters around the country. I am looking forward to it. again, I'm not going to be playing in that event, unfortunately, but I want to be there to help run the event, and can't wait to meet all the people that will be there for the event.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good, and it's been kind of interesting for Jody and myself because the last couple months, we've been obviously running the 2021 season, but we've been working really hard on the 2022 season, and so we're communicating today with finalizing contracts for the North American Championship in 2022, and we're excited about where that's going to be and all the things that are going to come. But we still have such a great piece of 2021 together, and we have one really big announcement tonight that we didn't really plan for. We didn't know when it was going to come, but if everybody wants to grab a beer for their drink. I would like to throw a shout out to Spotted Cow from New Glarus, just getting back from Whistling Straits. But the APT just crossed 3,000 members tonight. And so congratulations to everybody. We appreciate you guys getting on board with our vision. For our chapter owners that have worked so hard and so much overtime to get this done, to learn the new system, to create a tour that's by the players for the players. We have now hit our 3-year goal in like 6 months and 7 days. It's insane. So, and it's come with the work of a lot of hard work with people like yourself. I know you've worked a lot of overtime, Phil, and a lot of our chapter owners have worked overtime. And so we appreciate all that you guys have done and all of our members.
Well, you're welcome. And again, it's a labor of love with this tour. Again, a lot of the chapter owners that are in this, we don't do it for the money. We're doing it for the experience for the players to make sure they get exactly what they're looking for in a tournament experience. Again, we hit 3,000 today. There's nothing saying that we're not going to hit 3,500 by the end of the season. There are a lot of great events coming up still in the last 2 or 3 months leading up to Pinehurst. So there's plenty of opportunities for people to get in, join now, and get some points and get qualified for Pinehurst.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a great season so far. We've got to go back for a minute and review. Last weekend, we were able to host the Independence Open at Whistling Straits and Black Wolf Run in the Meadow Valleys. Man, I'm rarely on a golf property that humbles you the way that like a Whistling Straits or a Pinehurst #2 does when you walk on the property. I don't know how to explain it for the guys that didn't experience, other than next time we go there, you definitely want to be involved. There's no carts on the property, walking around that morning at like 6:30 in the morning, setting up tees, and it just me, the golf course, Lake Michigan coming in. It was something really special. I know our guys just absolutely loved it. We saw some really great golf. Arabinda Bahura from Metro Philadelphia, got to throw a shout out to him. Stuffs one to 4 feet on the last hole to force a playoff and then win. And just, to be able to stand up to some of those same shots that these guys are going to face in the Ryder Cup and to see success has got to be really special. And it was really fun to be a part of. And so it gets me really absolutely excited to talk about, not only the rest of the 2021 season, but some of the announcements we have tonight.
Absolutely. Again, unfortunately, I was unable to make it, but I will be at the next one. That's for sure.
Definitely. You want to talk a little bit about our next major, our first ever senior major, the Seth Rader Classic in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going there here in August, just in a few weeks, the 23rd and 24th of August into Chattanooga. Again, only for those players of ours that are 50 and over, that are senior eligible, will be playing in that event. So it's our first one of those, which gets us, really prepped up for the 2022 season. But again, I'm looking forward to it. I will be driving right from my event at Rumbling Bald in Lake Lure the night before, heading over to Chattanooga that day or that morning to make sure I'm eligible to play, because I made the 50 mark. So I'm going to be there ready to go.
Definitely. Well, I'll be there to work. Any of my St. Louis guys watching tonight, if you guys want to carpool from our event, we have an event that Sunday. It's a 1 p.m. shotgun start on Monday and then an 8:30 a.m. start on Tuesday. And if there's anything I've learned through this first season and working with Jody, when Jody says, hey, Matt, you really need to go play these 2 golf courses, you've got to go play these 2 golf courses. I guarantee you they're going to be spectacular. Black Creek is a tribute to Seth Rayner, one of the most historic designers in the game. And then Lookout Mountain, where we're going to play on Tuesday, is the last course that Seth Rayner designed. So if you want to see all the great classic golf architecture and the beauty of being up in the mountains, it's going to be a fantastic a week. The Crown of Senior Major Champion registration's open now. We've still got spots available. So definitely want to recommend that. And then we've also got the APT Players Championship coming up. I know you'll be there for that as well. So will I. Labor Day weekend in True North in Scottsdale. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend playing both the Pinnacle and Monument courses. Huge prize pool, the biggest prize pool we've done per player to date. And so prize pools are going to get crazy. It's going to be hot. It's going to be fun. And we've got a skins game on the Friday before at TPC Scottsdale on the stadium course. And so great weekend of golf out in Phoenix. We've got great hotel deals. So definitely check that out. Registration's open for that. What I miss on that, Phil?
Nothing. You got it all. You got it all laid out. Again, I was looking at the hotel deals last night, and they are phenomenal for the properties that we got lined up. Really great prices. Flights are still good. Still rental cars out there, so you might want to jump on it soon.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a great time. The Scottsdale Links Resort is my personal favorite. You can go to the tournament information page on our website and pull all that information down. That's my personal pick. If you're in between the 2 hotels, that's my favorite of the 2. Very nice rooms. You can get a 2-bedroom that'll sleep 4 to 6 easily. So you get great deals to get hotel down there. It's going to be a great weekend to spend with us down at the APT Players Championship, and the last chance to earn that priority exemption to Pinehurst. And so a great way to go to take a chance. If you haven't qualified yet, you can earn it at True North. So don't want to belabor too much tonight. Obviously, we got a lot of people watching. We've teased quite a few announcements. I will tell you, we'll be coming to you every week. We've got a full schedule of things to release to you over the next few weeks. We've done a lot of work on the schedule. We've done a lot of work to expand the tour. We've done some work with a new partner, which we're excited to announce tonight. And so, without any further ado, watch this video, and then we'll introduce you to our new national partner we're absolutely excited about. Awesome. Christian and Nick, what's up, guys? Or Christian and Drew, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Nick. So excited about these rangefinders, man.
Yeah, we're stoked to be here. It was also a pleasure to play my first APT Tour event. So that was a blast. And I'm glad I was able to meet the team over there too, because without that event, I would have wanted to put myself and the team out there to make sure to see if we can have some type of relationship in the future.
No, definitely. So out in SoCal, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, they're good guys. I love getting out there to play. He gets a lot of great courses out there and runs some great tournaments. And man, we're just excited to have you on board. I'm a relatively new customer of yours now, and so a few rounds in, I can't tell you. I don't know where my Bushnell is anymore because it's somewhere in the garage with about 3,000 APT hats we still have in inventory. So I may find it in the next year or so, but it's certainly not in my golf bag. Impressive product that you guys have built. So Drew, why don't you tell us a little bit about Blue Tees, what your vision is, how you guys founded the company, and what your plan for the future is.
Yeah, I think we're really similar to the APT in the sense that, it's by golfers for golfers, just like you guys are by the players for the players. Myself, Christian, and 2 of our other buddies, we love to golf, and we wanted to buy rangefinders, and we just couldn't rationalize spending $550 on a rangefinder. And so we looked at the market about 2.5 years ago, and we found an opening. And so we took a chance, and our whole idea was, let's build a really high quality rangefinder that looks fantastic, but priced affordably for everybody. And so that was really the genesis of it. And it's taken off ever since.
Yeah, it's so good. And the thing I really love about what you guys do is the attention to detail. You know, I was on the phone with Phil, our Southern California director today, and he just got his blue tees in, and it's the little things, you know, like the first time when I go, you know, with my old Bushnell, I had to get the magnetic strap, and then it would always cover over the thing. Well, you know, the S3, you just stick it on the cart, and it's already got the magnet built in. I think that's the coolest thing. And, you know, and the box shows up, it's got 3 batteries already in it, so I don't have to go run around Walgreens right before my tea time to try to find my batteries. It's like you guys understand the pain points of the rangefinder business for sure.
Yeah.
I see Steven said he bought one. I wonder what one he bought. The S3 is for sure like the Series 2 is a great product for the everyday golfer for sure. The Series 3 like takes it up the notch. It's like, for me, I have 15 putters in my garage. How do you take that feel of a Scotty Cameron and put into a rangefinder, but not have to pay that premium price? That S3 couldn't be a better option. And I use it now. I'm a college golfer, so I know what good products are, or ex-college golfer. And you know, it's just great to see how people are receiving the product.
Yeah, it's certainly really, really good, and we couldn't be more excited to have you guys on board. I know the one thing we wanted to talk about, you guys, you know, as we're getting ready to come live tonight, is actually give away a rangefinder to celebrate the 3,000 member mark. You know, one of the things we love about you guys is we're kind of in the same stage of life as businesses, and so we're really looking forward to growing together with you guys. And but we wanted to give away a rangefinder. And so for the contest, if you want to enter to win, take a picture. If you don't have a rangefinder, just take a picture, do something. But really, I want you to take a picture with your current rangefinder and share it and say, I want a Blue Tees rangefinder, and use the hashtag APT Feelin' the Blues. And we'll pick a winner tonight. Let's give Blue Tees a little love on social media, and we'll pick a winner. Somebody's going to win a very, very high value, brand new Blue Tees S3 rangefinder.
Yeah, no, we're stoked, and congratulations to you guys on just unprecedented growth that quick. I mean, that's got to be incredibly exciting.
Yeah, we're really pumped, and I know you guys are. So I was typing the hashtag in there for a second. I can't multitask tonight, but yeah, we couldn't be more excited about where things are, and obviously you guys are having great success as well. I'm seeing Blue Tees ads everywhere, which I love, and it's a really good rangefinder product. The other thing I like about it is, you know, when you're playing practice rounds, you guys have that nice slope switch that, you know, makes it really easy to kind of start to figure out clubs and different elevations when you're getting ready for tournaments. Obviously, that's not legal for tournament play on the APT or any other tournament, but you can utilize it for practice rounds. So.
Yeah, when we designed it, we wanted to be really intentional with every component of it. So every feature on the rangefinder was thought out. Every little detail from the packaging down to the 3 batteries, you know, it truly was, how can we provide something that, you know, that you need? And I think we really hit on that. Just actually looking at the comments, Luke, Christian and I are both down in Southern California. I'm in LA, he's in San Diego. And so maybe we'll see you at the Mission Viejo Arroyo Trabuco match. Cause that's right in the middle of both of us. So could be fun.
I'll type in the comments here. There we go.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So Drew, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You know, you guys started what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
So what do you think's the biggest challenge that you guys face? What do you hear? Like, what are people looking for? What's next in the rangefinder market? Like, what are you working on? Trying to solve?
I think for us, it's, golf is such a beautiful game and it's such a fun game. And we want every competitive advantage that we can get, but you also don't want to take away from the essence of the game itself, right? And so I think it's really figuring out that delicate balance of what are the right amount of features that are going to give you a competitive advantage in a technology product without going overboard and creating an app that connects to X, that connects to Y, that reads the friggin' winds. Like, I'm not that good at golf, right? Like, there are probably some people that are, but I'm not. Like, I want a rangefinder that's gonna attach to the cart, and when I hit it in the fescue or the crap on the right, I want to be able to drive my golf cart over there and have it jiggle the whole time and go off-roading without worrying about this rangefinder popping off, right? And so we intentionally built a really strong magnet. But I guess to the initial question at hand, I think it's just constantly iterating on the design, the look, the feel, and ensuring that it's accurate without a doubt. I mean, I think that's the number one thing. So we're always trying to improve the accuracy, but good look, good feel, features that aren't overwhelming, that's just incredibly accurate. Christian, I don't know what you'd add to that, man. I mean, you're definitely the better golfer of the two of us, so you might have a different perspective there, but those are my thoughts.
No, you crush it. I think the biggest thing for me, I've bought the training aids, I've bought too many clubs, it's embarrassing. And at the end of the day, like 99% of golfers, whether you're the one, John Smith shooting 95 on your best day, or your country club week, like twice a week golfer shooting 72, what we're delivering and what we have compared to the best of the best in the market, traditional market, you're not going to get anything better. And it's just like keeping things very simple and then elevating the look, elevating that feel that you get, like having that new club in your bag. So that's what we're going after. I think we really hit it on the head with the Series 3 for sure. And we're just excited to have APT like be part of that with us.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're excited. I think one of my favorite features that we haven't even talked about in the Series 3 is it's just the little things that make life easy, from switching over like the display, switching from the black display to the red display in the viewfinder based on the light. It does it automatically. Like you wouldn't think that that's a great feature, but when you have a rangefinder that you have to toggle and it constantly is a pain, and it just the view is so clear and it's so easy to pick up the flag with it. It makes such a big difference. I mean, just that was the first thing I noticed right out of the box after the magnet. The magnet I'm in love with. From someone whose rangefinder falls off the cart 3 times a day. It's really good. And so a lot of little things. Definitely want to encourage our guys to get your product in their hands. And Christian, you want to talk a little bit about the discounts that are going to be available to APT members starting tonight?
Yeah, so we're excited. This is our first partnership at this level for our S3. We don't discount our S3 any further than it is right now. And so we're really excited to offer exclusive discounts to everyone in this program at 20% off everything on site. So that includes the Series 2, that includes the Series 3. The goal is ultimately to give you guys the tools that you need to play your best golf. So we're looking forward to it. We're really pleased and happy to be able to offer everybody on this call, and then within the APT program, the opportunity to get it at that price.
Sure. And so as far as getting the code out to you, everything's done on blueteesgolf.com. At the end of this broadcast tonight, we'll be sending out an email to all the members. The code will be included in there. And so you'll be able to start shopping tonight and get the product in your hands. Appreciate you guys, Christian and Drew, coming on tonight, and being willing to partner with us, allowing us to grow together. We're looking forward to seeing you guys some more. I know, Christian, you'll be out at Pinehurst. Drew, you're certainly invited to come hang out. I know we'll have a lot of our sponsors out there, where guys are going to be able to get the product in their hands as well. And so that'll be a great time if you don't pick up one before. But it's, Jody and I talk about all the time as we we look for, national partners, we're really looking for people that are our people, right? People that want to elevate the player experience. That's what is important to us. You guys have certainly done it in your space. We see it, and we're proud to be a partner with you guys. So thank you for working with us, and looking forward to getting this show on the road.
Awesome. And Terry, we don't sell better slings.
If we did, I would have bought one already.
That's pretty much it. I wish. We actually do partner with George Gankis. For our team, is one of our PGA coach ambassadors on our program. He really fits the bill for kind of like that new style of coaching, which is kind of fun. So you'll see more of his stuff with our products coming down the line.
Very cool. Yeah, well, we're looking forward to it. Certainly, whatever we can do, we'll share it with our guys, and we'll have you guys back sometime in the near future, and we'll draw that winner later tonight, and we'll get things going. So appreciate you guys coming on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
So, thank you. Well, Phil, our membership pack's getting pretty good, isn't it?
It is. The exclusive discounts that we have available to the members goes way beyond what I expected at the beginning of the year. With our partners like 2 Under and Motive CBD, and now with these guys coming on board from Blue Tees, there are a ton of things. I don't know how many times I've been on the Turtleson site. I think I've got 5 or 6 orders this year already. So the partners that we've teamed up with have been phenomenal to work with. So I'm again very, very happy with what you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's been good, and we always joke our goal with the membership benefits is that people are wanting to buy a membership whether or not they play golf or not. That's our goal. Is we want to make sure that with that membership there's deals and discounts exclusive to APT members that just that alone makes it worth the membership fee that everybody pays. And but so we're excited to welcome Blue Tees Golf. I think that's going to be a big strategic partner for us in the future. We couldn't be more ecstatic about what they bring to the table. Seriously, we're not just saying to get the rangefinder because they're sponsoring us. Their stuff is really, really good. And you can get your hands on it at a much more affordable price than your current rangefinder, I promise you, and it's way better. So check it out. Use the discount code. The discount code works on their current offer. It's a great deal. And so I would highly recommend going and picking one up tonight to try it out. But next up, last year we had a lot of fun in these announcements, Phil. And, every Thursday we decided to bring somebody else aboard the team. And people enjoyed those announcements so much, we decided we might want to add a few more chapters. And so I know you got to be on one of those calls. So how did it feel, when you were on the hot seat getting introduced?
It was a little nerve-wracking at first, because it was a new venture and not sure exactly what we were getting ourselves into here. It was a little scary, to tell you the truth. But everything has worked out just better than anticipated. Like I said, membership numbers are through the roof. We hit our goals locally here. We've surpassed them nationally, which is great. And I'm just excited that we're continuing to expand into areas where we know that golfers will want to golf as a part of our tour. So I'm happy that we're going to start the announcements tonight for our newest chapter.
Yeah, it's interesting to have you on because I know you've been so instrumental in in helping us and training our new guys and really bringing it in. And we're so thankful that you were willing to take the risk with us. I know it's a big step. Anytime you jump into a new venture, it's weird. I wake up in the morning and I still pinch myself, right? I mean, just the places we've been to that sometimes it's really easy to just get in the monotony of all the travel and being tired. And then, you sit back and you're like, man, in the last 3 months, I've been to Whistling Straits. I've been to Victoria National. I've been to, Turning Stone in New York. I've been, you know what I mean? And you're all these places and you're just like, I can't believe this is actually happening. And, meeting, and it's all the different people we're meeting across the country too. And just really listening to feedback. And, later we're going to talk about some improvements we've made to our processes based on player feedback. But Let's get right into it. And we're excited, absolutely excited to announce our first new chapter that'll be launching in 2022 from the great state of Arkansas, Mr. Larry Burrow. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing tonight?
All right. Thanks, guys. Excited to be here.
Are you excited or are you absolutely excited?
I'm absolutely. I think
Okay.
Arkansas.
I'll say, just making sure. Like, I didn't know if, in Arkansas, you guys got to watch all of our broadcasts last year, but you got to be absolutely excited to be on the APT.
Yeah, I didn't, but I am absolutely.
It's all good, man. Well, welcome to the team. We've enjoyed, Jody and I have enjoyed getting to know you over the last few months. If we started to talk about this idea, you certainly share the same passions that we've had. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Arkansas and what your plans are?
So this is all new for Arkansas. I hope everything, like you said, it's a new adventure, so you're not really sure what you're getting into. But with you guys back and all the information we've shared over the last months, it's becoming real. And I think the opportunity for the golfers here in Arkansas to get on it really does benefit them. And with that being said, it's a lot of tours are really set player friendly. That's what we want. It's something that's player friendly, for the players.
Sure, definitely. Well, I know you've already worked. You're already working on the 2022 schedule hard. We've got an event coming up that you need to tell everybody about. For APT members that want to take the trip to Arkansas to support, you'll be able to get some points for it. But for Arkansas guys, it's just come and check out, see what our heartbeat's about. Why don't you tell about your opening event you're doing this fall?
So we're going to have an opening event here in Arkansas at Indian Hill over in Fairfield Bay on August 20th. And it's a great layout.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. So your audio is a little bit choppy, Larry, so I'm going to try to just, fill in where we can.
Okay.
But yeah, August 21st in Indian Hills, and I'll pull this up real quick just so we have it all. In Fairfield Bay, Arkansas. It's $105 for the tournament, which is a great deal. You can come down. You can get points if you want to. Registration's actually open right now. And so if you're in the St. Louis area, if you're in the Kansas City area, if you're in the Memphis area, it's not going to be a super long drive. I know I'll be down there hanging out with you. I can't wait for it. But if you're in the Arkansas area, come check us out. Come see what the APT is about. See what it's like to be on a tour that's by the players and for the players. It's not just a saying for us. We will certainly show you and show you the difference.
Exactly. Absolutely. I just want everyone to be happy and still be challenged.
Definitely. Well, sorry our audio is a little choppy, but you can go on right now, amateurplayerstour.com /Arkansas. You can get all of Larry's contact information. Right now we've just got the one event up for the schedule for the fall, but I know you're working really hard on your 2022 schedule. And we'll be releasing more majors here in the next couple weeks, and the 2022 schedules will start coming together, and we'll get those out and get you on the ground running in 2022.
Man, I'm ready. Can't wait.
Awesome, man. Hey, well, thanks for coming on tonight, and best of luck to you. And I know in St. Louis we're your neighbors, so if you need anything, reach out to me anytime. Okay.
Will do. Look forward to seeing you there.
Sounds good, buddy. So heading into the next part, I just want to remind everybody with our partner 2 Under, you can get 20% off in the amateurplayershop.com, as well as on the 2under.com website. Just use the code APT20. If you don't have 2 Under yet, you definitely should. It will change your life. That's not an ad read from them. That's just how I feel about it. So what do you think, Phil?
I agree. I've replaced all mine.
So I mean, my girlfriend made a comment about it, but it's probably not appropriate. So, something about me having more underwear, because every time 2 Under releases a new print, I order like 3 of them. So I might have a problem, but certainly will make your life better. If Jack Curry, if you're watching, hashtag Joey Pouch. So also, before we get into the next segment, I know Mayor Phil would like to sing happy birthday to AJ.
No, we're not singing anything. No. But yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Big shout out to our Atlanta chapter owner, AJ Ayala, and his birthday today.
Yeah,
I know.
definitely.
Yeah,
happy
no,
birthday, man. So we're going to party later on in the after party like it's your birthday. So it's all good, buddy. So enjoy that. Eat some tacos and get ready, my friends. Well, moving right along, this next thing we've got to announce tonight is a technology piece with Blue Golf. And so I know for a lot of you guys watching that have been members, Blue Golf's been something new this year. And so everybody's kind of had a learning curve for a little bit. We've been obviously taking player feedback on how we can improve things. And we made a switch with our credit card processor a few months ago. And the main reason of that is we wanted to be able to offer some of these new features based on what we had heard. And one of the biggest negative feedback we've gotten so far from the players is just the overall cost, particularly in the majors, that you incur to register early. I know we got a lot of feedback with Whistling Straits having a higher price tag, and then that really selling out back in December of 2020, right? So a good 6-7 months before the tournament, it was tough for some guys to have 665 sitting around for 7 months already spent on a tournament, right? And so you want to talk a little bit about this new technology, Phil?
Sure. Yeah. Again, it's not only for the national majors, it's also for our local tournaments, because I know for myself, I get a lot of the registrations in the last 48 to 72 hours before the event, because guys don't want to commit the entire tournament amount. So I am very excited that we are going to be able to offer the down payment portion and allow players to play a certain percentage of the tournament fee well in advance to secure their spot into the field. And then as I'm aware, we are going to set a date when the remainder of the balance will be charged to the credit card on file. So that will help us when we're trying to guarantee numbers for the course as well. So it helps us in our numbers. And again, it'll give everybody, an opportunity to see who's playing in the field, well in advance, so they can see, if their buddies are playing or if they're going to a national major, and see if they want to compete against somebody. Again, it's just going to help us out, not only from a local level, but a national level as well.
No, definitely. I think it's a win-win, certainly for our chapter owners, but also for the players, right? And as you guys are going to experience, not to throw a shameless plug out, but the next 10, 11, 12 weeks, there's a really good tournament getting announced every single week. And so if you're like me and want to go to a few of those, the deposit balance is certainly going to help that happen, because you're going to be able to put a percentage down. We haven't decided anything yet, but a small percentage down to reserve your spot. And then, the full credit card charge can come a lot closer to the event. So it makes it a lot more feasible. You can jump in early. It's going to help us be able, like you said, to give the golf course accurate numbers, and really get things going. I think the one thing to note on that is none of the 2021 tournaments are going to have the deposit balance. We have to start it fresh when we roll out the 2022 schedule. So the first one with deposit balance will be the Tournament of Champions at TPC Denzante Bay, which registration should open for that probably in the middle of August. And so we're about a month and a half away from really seeing this in action. So lots of good things. Looking at a couple questions coming in. Jordan Jones talking about Augusta National on the schedule next year. I can just tell you that's not going to happen. So we tried and they said no. So sorry about that. But I will tell you that Marcus did get Champions Retreat on the schedule in Augusta, which was phenomenal. And so one of the things as we're kind of transitioning here to get in, we've got a couple more announcements tonight. But I just, want to throw a shout out to Paul Schmitz. He's dealing with his first sellout in Iowa Tri-State. Officially sold out now at 72 players at TPC Deer Run. If you don't know TPC Deer Run, turn on the Golf Channel. That's where the tour is playing this week. We're playing it in 2 weeks. Going to be a phenomenal experience for those 72 guys coming in. And so there's a lot of hidden gems on these local schedules. I know, Philadelphia and New York had manufacturers this week, one of the best privates in the Philadelphia area. Augusta had Champions Retreat. Rocky Mountain has Sand Hollow. There's just a lot of really, really good golf courses on these local schedules. I know you guys had Brights Creek last week. So there's a lot of really, really good golf going on a week-to-week basis that isn't at a national major. So that's been really exciting to see as well this year. And so, now we promised you we'd give you the first national major of the 2022 season. So Phil, I don't know how to tease this one. So what do you think?
Well, you just call it a second annual. This is a repeat.
It is a repeat.
Very successfully the first time around. So
yeah, and there's a big convention that's going to be right around it this year that won't be canceled by COVID, which will be nice. And so Jody and I will be in town for that. I know, fingers crossed. You never know at this point. But if when you look at the golf course, it's famous for hosting the Q School finals every other year in the 90s. So a lot of the current PGA Tour stars earn their PGA Tour card on these golf courses. There's 2 golf courses. It's in sunny state of Florida. Currently hosts a Korn Ferry Tour event. And it's going to be our first 4-ball event of the year. So I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah, so on January, let me get my calendar up again. Sorry, on January 22nd and 23rd, we are going to Orange County National, Crooked Cat and Panther Lake, again for the 4-ball, initial 4-ball event of the year. Again, me and my partner got some work to do because we did not do too well last year. And we want to make sure that we don't embarrass ourselves this year. So we will be there with bells on. Again, looking forward to, now that we have so many members, I'm expecting a much larger field than we had last year. Just because, again, all those that are in the north that, looking to get to a warmer place, you can't beat Florida at that time of year.
Oh, no, for sure. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. We're working on some great hotel deals again. I don't know if a lot of you took advantage of the Diamond Resorts properties that we booked last year. We're using them again for True North. We'll get that hotel information out soon. 4-ball. What's 4-ball, Rocky? That's a great question. You grab a partner. You both play your own ball out. So if I'm your partner and you get a 4 and I get a 5, our team score is a 4. And so then you go around, and so whoever has the best score in the hole is your score for your team. It's a great format. It's really fun to play in the winter, especially you guys up north looking to travel that want something a little bit not quite as high pressure when you haven't been able to go to the range as much. It's a great time, but this year's 4-ball is going to be a little different. I don't want to tease it too much, Phil, but just being in Florida isn't going to be the only incentive to win that thing.
No, it won't.
So you may be able to qualify for something bigger, but you have to stay tuned to hear about that because we're not about to talk about that tonight. If you want to find out about it, you gotta be here on Thursday nights grabbing your beer. #HoldMyBeer22. We've got a lot of awesome things coming this year. I know you're laughing at me, but I want to tell, but I'm not going to. So, but the 4-ball format's going to be good. We're going to have different flights for the different divisions to compete in. There'll be a gross option and net option. It's going to be just a fantastic time. 2 great golf courses. The only question I got, Phil, is you think my boy Feeser in St. Louis is going to throw another 65 in round 1 out there?
Probably.
I know, it's stupid just thinking about it.
Now, Matt, one thing you just said there, you said it's an option for the net. I don't think it was an option. It was when you competed in the event, you actually played it in the gross
Right.
and the net. So
Sure.
it wasn't a choice. You didn't have to choose to go into one or the other. You automatically were considered into both of those competitions.
Yeah, no, 100%. And so, certainly, the champions having the North American Championship priority exemption on the line, and an unnamed location. This year it would have been Pinehurst. Jody will kill me if I release everything tonight while he's not on the call. Like all of a sudden we'll see him log into the stream and go, Matt, stop, Matt. But that's what you get for having family stuff the first night, Jody. Love you, buddy. Saw him commenting earlier, so he's watching. I'm sure we'll get the critique here in a minute. But yeah, definitely the 4-ball at Orange County National, 2 really fun golf courses to play. When it comes to national major, they're very playable, which is really good for January. And so, now our January schedule on the national side is kind of set, right? So you've got January 2nd through 6th, the Tournament of Champions at TPC Densante Bay, which will be prime. And then January 22nd, 23rd, we'll be on the other side in Florida to do the winter 4-ball at Orange County National. So I got to ask you, we do have one more announcement. We said it would be a game-changing announcement for all of the APT. Did you think that was overstated, Phil, or was that marketing, or is that something that?
No, I think it's accurate. It's where we're going, and I think the players want it, and they're ready for it. So why don't you go for it and stop teasing and just tell them what it is.
Gotcha. Well, one of the biggest things when we started the APT, we wanted to have a lot of different options for seniors, right? So we recognize that a big portion of our members are seniors, 50 and over, that love to play golf. They love to go different places. They love to compete in different formats, and that's one of the biggest pieces of feedback we've heard this year so far. And so next year, we're not going to tell you where the North American Championship is going to be, but we can tell you where the Senior North American Championship is going to be. So that's right. Seniors 50 and over will be able to earn a priority exemption to compete in the Senior North American Championship, which will be hosted September 26th and 27th in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the land of Lee Barden, at the beautiful Barefoot Resort, finishing at the Dye Club. So I'm not sure the ink's completely dry on that contract yet, but we're really, really excited to be partnering with Barefoot and the Myrtle Beach community to provide a Senior North American Championship. And so that's going to be something new, a lot more options for seniors coming in 22. It's not just one tournament. Well, there'll be senior majors. There'll be senior divisions coming in a lot of different chapters. We're going to really expand our footprint and how we take care of seniors. And yes, there'll be some stuff for super seniors as well, Cal. We're working through some of the logistics. Certainly, if you've got ideas on that, I think one of the things that's important, send Jody or myself an email, matt@amateurplayerstour.com, or Jody, Jody, at amateurplayerstour.com. We do love to hear from you. A lot of this stuff comes from feedback from you guys. And so, when we say by the players, for the players, it's really not just a slogan. We really do mean it. This isn't our tour. It's your tour. And we want to make sure that we're taking care of you and meeting your guys' needs.
And Matt, just let me just jump in here for a second. You talked about the the national major that we have coming up on Labor Day, the 3rd and 4th, whatever. I'd be remiss to say that we do have another 2-day tournament again at the beach with Lee Barden. That's September 3rd and 4th. So those that aren't traveling out west to the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, time to head to the beach. Lee's got a great event there at World Tour and Grand Dunes. So if you guys are in the area or looking for a little vacation that long weekend, take a look at Lee's event.
Yeah, it's a great event. I actually, not a lot of people know this, but I actually lived in Myrtle Beach for a year. So know his golf courses. He's playing well. Some of my favorite golf courses to play. Lee runs fantastic events. I've got guys that go down from St. Louis all the time to play in his events. And so if you've not been to one of Lee's events, I certainly recommend it. So either way, go to a coast, enjoy Labor Day weekend. I'm trying to think, what we can tease for next week. We've got another partner to talk about. We've got another new chapter owner in a really cool place to talk about. We've got another national major to release. It's going to be a fun week next Thursday.
You didn't put it on my agenda, so I have no idea what you're referring to.
Yeah, it's super top secret for Matt and Jody's eyes only. But I can tell you that as we go through these next few weeks, and we want to take time to release these things because we want to talk about the golf courses. We want to talk about why we're going there, when we're going there, what's the significance of it, why are we choosing some of the places. And I will tell you, the 2021 National Major schedule was fantastic. Jody did a phenomenal job. But 2022 is ridiculous. I cannot wait. If you like PGA Tour venues, if you like major venues, if you like goats on golf courses, I can't tell you anything more about that. Don't read into that too much. You'll understand the hint later. Exclusive private tracks, some of the best resorts in the country. And then just some really good golf courses at great value. So there's going to be a little bit of something for everyone. And so certainly stay tuned as we start to roll out this schedule. It is a super schedule. Another hint to throw out. But if you're wanting to know what days to absolutely clear your calendar, if you like to travel, you probably don't want to travel on holiday weekends for sure. Those are all really good. But we'll be teasing some of those out over the next couple of weeks. I love how Christy's talking about goats. I can't tell you yet, Christy. Can't do it. You'll understand later. Just remember. So it's almost like if I tease spotted cow to tease whistling straits. There's the last hint I'll give tonight. So we do have a few minutes. Is there anything we missed, Phil? Anything you want to talk about? What's going on, all that good stuff?
Not really. I just want to say that, make sure you guys are following up on that request that we had earlier with the Blue Tees rangefinder. Again, we got that draw for those that have joined us late in this call. Make sure you're out there putting your hashtag, taking your photo of your current rangefinder, and what was the hashtag? APT feeling the blues.
APT feeling the blues. I want to see a bunch of pictures with people with Bushnells on there. I think that'd be great. Tag Blue Tees in it. Let's show them some love on social media. These guys are our people. Working hard. 2.5 years to build a company is pretty cool, I think. So
absolutely.
Let's see what else we got. We got a few minutes for questions. If anybody's got any questions, throw it in the chat. We'll be happy to answer them. I'm just not going to tell you what golf courses we're going to next. So
Jody's still around.
Jody's still around. The other thing I want to throw out, we've been sending out some email polls in our emails. When we ask those, we really do want your feedback. We are taking those certainly into consideration as we're starting to schedule tournaments. And so sometimes we want to get the pulse of what you guys are thinking as far as where you'd like to play. And then, we're willing to make those phone calls. So, Phil, you want to take this question from Mr. Arnold? Are green books being banned next year?
That's your call.
Yeah, well, I would certainly think we're going to follow the PGA Tour's lead in that. I don't know. I've certainly we got to talk to Jody and our chapter owners and figure that out. But my personal opinion is, there's certain things about the game of golf that are sacred. One is the feel to be able to read a green, and the books. It's great to have yardage books to let you know where to go. It's another thing for somebody to sit on a green for a 4-foot putt and study it for 45 seconds on a piece of paper to know if it breaks 1 degree or 2 degrees. I think it's no disrespect to Mr. DeChambeau, but it's got a little ridiculous in my opinion.
Hey, Matt, there was a question from Matt Miller. I can answer that one if you want to put that one up.
Sure.
Matt, to this question here, you can play with a person from Division 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You do not have to be in the same division or close to the same handicap. What we did last year, and I assume we're doing the same thing, is we take the combined handicap of both players, and that puts you in a certain group. We rank them from 1 to whatever the final number is, based on the total handicap that you have. So if you have a friend in Division 2 or Division 5 that you want to play with, by all means, that's who you sign up with. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it from somebody within the same division.
Right. I guess going back to the greens books, to be honest, where our position has been on a lot of things, we'll follow the lead of the USGA as far as rules go. Other than that, our really only other consideration in what we do with rules is based on pace of play, and so we're pretty traditional. We don't really want to get outside of what the USGA does. There's a few considerations and local rules we add based on pace of play, which the USGA recommends, but we'll stay very close to the hip on that. And so I know they're discussing it from a rules standpoint, in all seriousness. And so we'll wait for that guidance before we do anything brash. Is there going to be any APT events in the Pacific Northwest, Mr. Mark Robertson? I would invite you to tune in next week. So for Kevin that missed it, the major location, there's a Senior North American Championship, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, September 26th and 27th. And there is the Winter Four Ball at Orange County National, January 22nd and 23rd. So, and Jeff's asking a question about handicaps. Do you want to answer that one, Phil?
Sure. Every Wednesday, Jeff, there's a handicap report that is run, and then Matt analyzes it, and he involves the chapter owners when he sees a player's handicap go below the line for each division. If they have played 8 or more events, their handicap has been validated and they automatically move. It is a manual process by Matt and his team. So it's not automatic, as you may have seen in other events or other tours. But it's a manual report that gets run on Wednesday. And then the movement usually takes place on Thursdays.
Cool. I could hear you the whole time. I guess I went away for a while. That was kind of gnarly. So, but yeah, we look at the handicap report runs on Wednesdays, and then we're going through. There is a process that we're running as people get up to their 8 scores where they're validated. And the reason we do that is if somebody shoots 1 round below, it doesn't necessarily mean they're in the next division. It just means, they shoot 1 round below. A handicap's an average. And so there's going to be certain that are going to be below and some are going to be above. And so we have a process to watch where we think it's still going to balance out. We give the chance to balance out. But once it's validated, everything's straight by the numbers. And Christy, to answer your question, the points from a senior major do go towards your local player of the year point. We have it set up that national majors count as 2 days. And so by limiting the number of 2 days you can take back, you can go to a bunch of national majors. You're just going to take your best 2 or whatever the local chapter is back. So, and to answer Rocky's question about tees, when we set up tees for tournaments, we don't, it's not, I know a lot of other tours look at the yardage base. We don't do that, and it's very intentional. We actually match tees and yardage based on the rating of those set of tees, because you're putting a handicap in a flight. And so when you match the rating, you're actually creating the most equitable playing field available. And so depending on the golf course, you're actually looking at the rating because that's how their index is calculated. So sometimes you see a different yardage depending on what things are, but we're always matching the rating of the division of where people are playing. Any other questions, guys? I know we've been on for almost an hour now. I appreciate you guys staying with us. It's been a fun night. Just to recap it, Blue Tees Golf, new national partner. You'll get an email about 15 minutes from now with your code. It gets you 20% off anything on blueteesgolf.com. Highly recommend getting the rangefinder. They've got discount special pricing going right now, and your discount code will work on top of that. Sorry, I was reading comments too. Blue Tees Golf, we've got Larry Burrow from Arkansas coming on board to run a chapter in Arkansas. We've got new technology. We're going to allow people to pay deposits for tournaments, and so you don't have to pay the full amount when you register. Your card can get charged later. I'll answer that question.
Which one?
That one. The answer is no, I don't. That's really funny though. So, Jody, I love you, man. You're killing me, buddy. So you got a major at Orange County National, and then the senior North American Championship next year at Myrtle Beach. So other than that, if you just got on and you're missing things, check your email in about 15 minutes. We've laid it all out for you in an email tonight. You have your code for Blue Tees Golf. Check it out. Make sure to tune in next Thursday. We'll be live at 7 p.m. Central again. Phil, you got anything you want to add?
No, just looking forward to seeing everybody in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So until next week, you guys take care. Play well this weekend. I know we've got a massive amount of tournaments happening this weekend with the week off from the 4th of July, and so make sure to play in your local chapter. Play well, and we're about 25 days from the first priority exemptions closing for Pinehurst, and so earn those points. And we'll be back with you next week. Have a great night.
For a place to test your golf game against fellow amateurs with similar skills and the same passion for the game? Whether you are a weekend warrior with a competitive fire or an elite amateur looking for opportunities to hone your tournament performance, the Amateur Players Tour has a home for you. Go to amateurplayerstour.com today to join the only AM tour on the continent created by the players